Welcome to a new flight report on our channel. In today's video we will travel from Zurich, Switzerland to Johannesburg, South Africa. I am very excited, because it is my first flight in the Swiss business class on a long-haul flight. Explore with me what Swiss has to offer and if their good reputation on long-haul flights is justified. We just arrived in Zurich on a short-haul flight from Dusseldorf. Our flight to Johannesburg is already displayed. But before we go to the gate, we will explore the Swiss lounge in Terminal E. Swiss operates several lounges at their home base in Zurich in the terminals A, D, and here E. The easiest option to get access is having a business class ticket on a Star Alliance flight or the Star Alliance Gold status. The first impression of the lounge is pretty amazing. Warm colors as well as modern furniture are used to feel welcome from the very first second. Right here you see the show cooking station. But since I am full from a previous lounge visit in Dusseldorf and the onboard service of our connection flight, I do not order anything. Here we have the salad station. And here the wide variety of alcoholic and non-alcoholic drinks. The lounge features several seating areas for all occasions: relaxing, dining, or working. In case you are tired, you will find cool nap caps in a relaxing room. These look very comfy and offer a nice view on the apron for those who do not want to close their eyes. For busy people, quiet working spaces are available where you can work without any disturbance. One amazing feature of this lounge I have never seen before is the outside terrace. Here you stand face to face only a few meters from the airplanes. These Boeing 777s will depart later to Singapore and Sao Paulo. In the distance you can see Terminal A, where all flights within Europe are operated from. By the way, this terrace is a paradise for plane spotters. After having an enjoyable time in the lounge, we can't wait to see our bird for tonight. Besides of the late time of about 10 o'clock in the evening, Terminal E is still pretty busy, as many night flights leave. Here is the first glimpse on our plane. This Airbus A340-300 was built in 2004, so now 19 years old and offers in total 215 seats in 4 classes. Before boarding can start, the pilots prepare everything to ensure a safe night flight. Before boarding, every passport gets checked at a separate counter. After that, you are ready to travel to South Africa. Boarding is separated in groups. As business guests, you belong to Group 2, right after the first class guests in Group 1.
Guten Abend.
Guten Abend, Dankeschön.
Vielen Dank. Fünfer haben.
Nee, einfach da. Nee, 5 ist noch hier.
5 ist noch da, ne? Dankeschön.
Here we are. This will be my seat for tonight, 5A. On the Airbus planes, Swiss orchestrates their business class in a 221 or 121 configuration. So on the left side of the plane you have both seats for two, as well as so-called throne seats. At the seat waits a comfy pillow as well a large blanket. Between both seats you can store magazines and paperwork. You also find the safety card and the sickness bag in here. Under the display you find a storage compartment, which is fine but too small to store a laptop. Via these buttons the seat can be controlled, which we will see later. The seat consists of two lights. A reading light at the wall. And that ambient light behind you. If you like to, the crew stores your jacket during the flight. Therefore you can use this hanger. Also at the seat, a small water bottle. The firmness of the seat can be adjusted individually. By the way, it offers a massage function. A remote control to control the IFE system is stored under the armrest. The table is stored in the armrest and comes out like this. It is large enough for dining and working and appears to be very solid. Only a few minutes after boarding, the crew hands out the welcome drink, in this case, champagne. They also provide you the menu of today's flight. You can choose for dinner between 2 appetizers as well as 3 main courses. For breakfast, Swiss offers an on-demand service. On the list, you can select any item you like to have. Let's take a quick look on the in-flight entertainment system. The best aspect of this for me is always the moving map, which gives you an overview of the route. Also, some technical data of the flight can be displayed here. To not get bored during the flight, the IFE contains over 200 movies and more than 250 TV programs of several genres. If you like to close your eyes and just want to listen to some music, Swiss offers over 100 music playlists, audiobooks, and podcasts. As the boarding is completed, the jetways is moved away and we leave our parking position. By the way, the business class on this plane is divided into two parts. In the smaller forward cabin, there are only 9 seats. The larger cabin features another 31 seats. For takeoff, we use runway 32 tonight. After takeoff, we depart into the northeast and turn step by step in southern direction. Here we have the Amenity Kid. This comes in a Victorinox bag. It is nice to have, but nothing special at all. The kit consists of earplugs, toothbrush, toothpaste, eye shade, and socks. Other airlines also provide creams and balms, but not so Swiss. Around 45 minutes after departure, it's time for dinner. At first I decided for a glass of white wine from Switzerland. The dinner looks very nice and tastes just as that. On the left side we have the starter, tomato with buffalo mozzarella. As main course I had a beef shoulder roast in a port wine sauce, mashed potatoes and carrots. And not to miss, Swiss cheese and a bread roll. Unlike other long-haul flights, the dinner is not served course by course, but all at once. The reason therefore is that even despite the very late departure time, the crew wanted to enable to have a long night rest, which is not disturbed by the service. On the one hand, it's a kind of sad, because I am sure that the friendly and attentive Swiss crew wants to conduct a detail-light board service, and I am sure passengers would love it. But on the other hand, serving all together is a good compromise to give passengers the chance to enjoy for what business guests had paid for, to sleep as long as possible on a light flat seat. But before we do that, let's explore the washroom. This one is located directly behind my seat and appears clean and bright. Although the washroom is directly behind my seat, you don't hear any disturbing noises at the seat. Some amenities are offered. This full-length mirror is a nice gimmick, which is not usual at other airlines. It's time to transform the seat into a bed. This takes about 30 seconds and you get a reclining surface of about 2 meters. I am 193 centimeters tall and I was pretty happy with it. So, good night. Good morning and welcome back. I was able to sleep for about 6 hours, quite okay. Right now we are about to enter the South African airspace and have less than 2 hours to fly. But before we arrive in Johannesburg, it is time for breakfast. As ordered yesterday evening, I got a quiche, yoghurt, bread, marmalade, and a smoothie. And not to forget, coffee. The breakfast was a nice start into the day. But now it is time to approach into Johannesburg. At the end of the flight attendant hands me a small bar of Swiss chocolate. That's a nice and personal gesture, which makes flying Swiss something special. Now we will leave our cruising altitude of 39,000 feet and can catch the first views of South Africa. At the end of the flight, I want to share my conclusion with you. Swiss offers a very proper business class product on long-haul flights. The cabin is modern designed and makes you feel comfortable and cozy. The seat is amazing to allow you many hours of sleep to arrive relaxed at your destination. This is a big advantage, especially on night flights. The cabin crew did a good and very individual job and offered a delicious and very harmonious dinner as well as breakfast. Besides the selection of several alcoholic and non-alcoholic drinks, coffees or teas during the cabin service, you could additionally help yourselves with drinks and snacks in the galley at each time of the flight. By the way, it was great to take the chance to fly on this Airbus A340 as Swiss and other airlines want to fleet this beautiful 4-engine aircraft out of their fleet due to high costs. Welcome to Johannesburg. The pilots performed a smooth and on-time landing on runway 03 right.
Welcome to Johannesburg Airport, ladies and gentlemen.
Johannesburg is with 20 million passengers each year, the largest airport on the African continent, and serves several domestic, continental and international flights. Therefore you can spot some big birds here like this A380 of British Airways or the 747-8 Jumbo of Lufthansa. Today's journey comes to an end. So it's time to say goodbye to this great seat and this wonderful airplane. But the next flights are yet to come. For example, I will fly from Cape Town to Frankfurt on Lufthansa's business class, also on their Airbus A340. Stay tuned for that. Please subscribe the channel to avoid to miss further flight reports. Thanks for watching. See you next time.